people in the building already, so we gonna get right to it. We gonna jump right in. So I'm gonna start the video from here because you know I gotta cut this off. So salute, peace everybody. Fur White in the building. Tales from the Pen. If you're new, subscribe. Click the subscribe button, click the bell, and then make sure the bell is shaded in. Big Rich. So we got a lot of things to talk about, man. I know I ain't been on here in a minute. You guys know I'm semi-retired, but not really. But we got so much to talk about. So, number one, we're going to talk about this Jacksonville rapper named K-So. Never heard of him. A lot of these guys, see, that's what the thing about this internet, right? That's this internet, right? Is that, you know, sometimes when dudes get knocked for something, they become rappers and this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never heard of him. You know, but that's the thing about this internet. You can become local and, you know, become local famous. You understand what I'm saying? You can become, if you get on the internet and put some YouTube videos up talking about you a rapper, you feel me? So, subscribers going up. You should do the most clowns YouTube, Fred. Got one of the best channels. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the love. So let me get to the story because you guys know I will get sidetracked. So, the dude, K-So, you know what I mean? He's one of them drill rappers, right? One of them drill rappers. But check this out, guys. You guys are gonna bug out to this one. Hold on. Watch this. I'm about to read this to you guys. Okay? See? This is K-So's father. Understand what I just said. His father. The seed of his loin. Right? It's K-So. You understand? His baby boy. K-So. Listen to this, guys. Abdul Robinson Sr., who has been charged with an accessory to the murderers, plural, of blah, 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 has been transferred according to court documents. In the filing this week, the office has informed his sons, Hakeem Robinson and Abdul Robinson Jr., that their father is now cooperating with prosecution. Inmates who cooperate with prosecution are offered transfer to other county jails. Hakeem Robinson, a Jacksonville rapper who's also known as K-So, is charged in the 2020 murder of another rapper, local. Never heard of him. In March, Hakeem Robinson was indicted on first-degree murder. So Hakeem Robinson and Abdul Robinson Jr., so 2 sons. Okay? Now, 2 sons. Hold on now. This guy is testifying on his 2 sons. Okay? And now, allegedly, the dad is the leader of a gang called ATM or something like that down there in Florida. Responsible for numerous murders. And dad is the leader. And his 2 sons are members. These so-called rappers. Okay? Father is going to testify on his kids for 2 different murders that the dad was there for. Hear me now. Hear me now. Here's the question. We know K-So was a grown man. We get it. But did K-So and the brother that dad is about to testify on, did they really have a chance in life, guys? Guys, did they really have a chance in life when your dad is the leader of a gang? Did these kids have a chance in life? They didn't. They didn't. When you raised by wolves, you can't can't be a kitten. It's impossible. When you raised by lions, you can't be a poodle. You're gonna be a lion too. When you raised by that, it's disgusting. It's no different than back in the days when the real Jim Jones let his coat, made them drink the Kool-Aid. You guys heard that phrase? Because the real Jim Jones gave his cult Kool-Aid laced with poison, killed 200-300 people, whatever it was, in a mass suicide. The real Jim Jones led his people. I'm not talking about the rapper dude, and this has nothing to do with him. I'm talking about the real Jim Jones led his people to slaughter. What's the difference if you're a father doing bullshit, running around the streets, acting crazy, and raising your kids in that shit? What's the difference? You leading your kids to slaughter. Hello. You leading your flock like the Pied Piper, and you leading them to an edge of a cliff that has a long drop, and you telling them to jump. So dad, who indoctrinated these kids into this lifestyle, is now testifying on them in 2 murders to get himself out. He's facing 30 years. He's 50. He's like, what? Get out when I'm 80? Nah, I'm going to tell on my kids. Just even that alone is crazy to me. But again, a lot of people would say what they would do, as I always say, until you're in those type of situations, right? Because I'm going to sit here and say, I'm dying for mine. Whatever, I'll take it. I'll take the 30. That's what I would say right now. I love my kids. So just the mindset that you're going to testify on your kids, and you were the leader of the gang, listen to people, this is what I've been telling you guys for a long time. It's a dirty fucking gang. And when them bright lights start shining in them police investigation rooms, look at my face. When the lights come on, people fold. Let's support the channel. Hey, thank you again for another donation. Thank you, Jill Will. When them lights come on, people fold. Everybody talks that everybody talks that death before dishonor bullshit. Until they're in death before dishonor situations. Them same people that talk that death before dishonor shit have never been in death before dishonor situations. He gonna hate himself forever. That's a fact right there. This dude's gonna tell on his own kids. Rapper Queso, go look this shit up, guys. I was reading this shit yesterday. I'm like, what the hell? Queso's father agrees to testify. I'm like, who the fuck? Who the hell's Queso? I'm just not an internet, you know what I'm saying? I don't know who these dudes are. I don't know disrespect to him. He might got millions of views. I'm just saying, I never heard of him. Another thing disturbed me this week, guys. This here's, it's been a crazy week, man. We didn't even get to Texas yet. I don't even really want to talk about Texas, to tell you the truth. Let me show you guys this. This is the most disturbing video I've seen all month. This shit right here. Now, when the feds come through and sweep that whole development, they're going to say, why? Why are they picking on us? You got to be crazy. These kids is like 12 and look at these this is babies, guys. Hold on a second, man. Babies. Babies. Here's my thing, because those kids ain't but 12, 13, 14 years old. Where's all these, I can't get too crazy because then people, where are all these, where's the outrage? There, I put it like that. Where's the fucking outrage? We gonna wait till something happens in the neighborhood for people to go there? And I want to know who the OG, I don't even know where this is. My man Can't Get Right probably knows. I know you had to see that video, Lil Yuck. Where are these fucking kids from, man? Somebody please tell me. I have no idea where these kids is from, but I've seen this video in the internet. But I have no idea where they're from. Please somebody tell me. Because I need to know where are the OGs in this area? Those kids think they're hard and they never know the pain yet. These kids, they do know pain. That's the thing. I ain't never seen that video. Wow, it's crazy. It's been out for, I don't know where these kids is from. But the feds do. You can bet that. Franklin Terrace? What's, Rich Gray, no disrespect. Where's Franklin Terrace, my brother? I don't know where Franklin Terrace, I'm not, please, somebody tell me where Franklin Terrace is. I need to know. Because even the people shooting the video, the people around, who the hell thought it was a good idea to show guns? This is the thing. Because you'll have some people talking about, oh, they were just prop guns or you know what I mean, or something like that. I don't care what it is. When you're projecting that type of shit, man, this is the crazy part. They sound like they from Memphis. Oh, East Side Jacksonville? Wait a minute, Rich. So these kids is from Jacksonville. I was just talking about the other kid from Jacksonville. Then Jacksonville what's going Jacksonville get it popping, huh? Wow. I just want to know who thought this was a good idea. Billy said, here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. Any other YouTube person, doing this will understand. They got something in their email or when they go to their AdSense or when they go to their YouTube studio. Jacksonville, Florida is really rough. I believe it. So, hold on. Man, it's nuts out there. I believe it. So anyway, I get sidetracked, y'all. Let me keep talking. Every YouTube creator, when they went to their AdSense, which is where you get paid, or went to their studio, they got a notice on the top of their page. And that notice, I need everybody to pay attention right now. Listen to me. That notice on the top says, do not mention the word of what's going on in other countries. Don't mention that word. Or you will be blocked, you will be banned, you will be, it starts with a U. We can't talk the rest of the way. This is what they sent, and every YouTube creator will verify what I'm saying. If you mention that word, if you put it in your title, if you hashtag it, you're getting banned. Hear me now. Okay? I just told you what they said. I can't even say the nation. I can't even talk about it. Because I will be censored as soon as I do. If I put it in my title, it ain't going up. This is facts. Under those same pretenses, Listen to me, guys. I want to know the word. You know what's going on in the other two countries. You know the two countries. Yeah. Under those same pretenses, people. Well, I can't even say a country's name on YouTube without being censored, without being banned. I'm getting emotional. I can't say a country's name on YouTube. I couldn't talk about a disease on YouTube. But these kids can upload this video to YouTube? But these kids can upload this to YouTube? Does anybody else see the problem that I see? Does anybody understand the words I'm trying to get across? I can't talk about another country and some travesties going on elsewhere, because I'm labeled as propaganda if I do. But at the same time, these kids all day could be on YouTube, IG, flexing their guns, chasing ops, doing crazy shit on YouTube and putting it up. This is why y'all haven't really been on here, man. I can't talk that shit. I can't talk. I can only talk about certain things. If not, I get smacked and sent to the corner like a kid. But these kids can post this bang bang shoot 'em up shit all day. This drill music can spread. Right? Everybody was on this, this Bronx drill music. All them kids just got knocked. A gang indictment, New York City. Shout out to River Park Towers. But all them kids did not watch Fred White. None of those kids watched Fred White. I've been telling you guys, there are departments just for this. Internet made it easier for investigations to sit back and watch you bozos online. They don't gotta they don't gotta follow you with binoculars anymore. They don't gotta put taps in the phone lines to your house. They just turn the computer on and go to your IG, your Facebook, your YouTube. That's it. And the answer to my own question, guys, the reality. That's why they're able to do it. Hello. I can't get too deep, man, because sometimes people get lost. I gotta keep it basic. That's why it's allowed on this internet. I can't talk about another country. I can't talk about something that was killing people, disease that was killing people for 2 years, the C word. Motherfucker gotta censor his shit and say C word. Otherwise you get violated on YouTube and they don't let you put videos up. But the bang bang, kill him up, shoot my ops, I could put that on video and that's fine on YouTube. That's because these kids think that they're getting lit and they're not. These kids are all dying for an indictment. That's why I'm saying they never watched Fred White. They don't watch me. Otherwise they'd know. Don't do that. Don't do that. Nobody cares who you shot and what block you just went through and all that. But the police. And all these gang indictments, I keep telling you guys, how many times have I told you guys, when you start hitting innocent people, your whole block is going down, all of you. We had that 11-year-old girl shot last week. I didn't want to talk about that shit last week. I was so mad. Kid riding on his two kids, people, for those who don't know, because I got people from all over the fucking world right here in my chat. For those who don't know, two kids, one 18 or 16, something like that, driving. The other one is sitting on the back, like grabbing the motherfucking stomach. You understand? On a moped. He's riding shotgun on a fucking moped. Hello. One hand around his boy's waist. Hello. Looking back, as his boy's traveling north, he's looking back and shooting south with one hand around his boy's waist. The kid that got arrested was 14 or 15 years old for shooting. The one who was holding his boy's waist, embracing his boy, and then shot? Yeah. 14 or 15 years old. He misses and taking the target and killed an 11-year-old girl just outside playing with her family in the front. They would have a little party or whatever. Missed his target, hit the 11-year-old girl, she died. "14 years old. He was 11. And she was 11. Lives wasted. 14-year-old, I guarantee he had no male guidance in his life. I guarantee he had no positive male role models. I guarantee he's 14, so in the past 3-4 years, all he's listening to is this crazy drill music that they let happen. They let this shit happen, yo. I can't. They let this happen. They know a lot of these places, a lot of these kids is lost, man. A lot of these kids have no guidance. Fathers are in jail, uncles are in jail. They don't even know where their daddy is, being raised by their mothers. Some of these kids is 14 and their mothers is 29. Kid's 14 shooting guns and his mother's barely 30. Still twerking, still making IG videos. These kids is being... It makes me fucking sad, yo. It makes me sad. What's going on here? Like, who thought it was okay to give this kid a gun anyway? Who thought it was okay to let these kids in that video in Jacksonville? Who thought it was okay to give these kids these guns and do this? And it all goes back to the first thing when I came on here with this case, though, with the father. It starts, people. It starts with us. It starts with us raising our kids right, man. It starts with being in your kids' lives. It starts with that. Because these kids is lost, man, and these kids is looking up to bullshit. And all it's just, I just don't understand why these kids are in such a rush to be strip searched. Do you know what it is to be strip searched? Every day, you gotta strip, you gotta lift your balls, you gotta turn around, you gotta bend over, hello, and you gotta spread your ass cheeks. What? What did you just say? Yeah, I said it. That's every day. And when you come off a visit, whatever, they're searching your cell, strip, and have the right to strip you any fucking time they want. These kids are in a rush to be strip searched. These kids are in a rush to see what a court of law really is about. These kids are really in a rush to see what the commissary is about. These kids are really in a rush to see what those jumpsuits look like. And I can't understand why. There's no end game in that shit, man. The end game, when you sign it, I talk about this, guys. You know this. It's like a contract when you sign up for this shit, man. When you sign up for this thug, this gang life shit, it's a contract. But you're signing your life away. If you're going to want to, shoot guns and be told what to do, Because that's what you're going to do. You're going to be told what to do and when to do it. If you're going to do all that, you might as well join the army or something. Be productive with it. Learn really how to shoot a gun. Be productive with this shit. Let's get to some of these comments, man, because I'm really upset. I don't even want to talk about Texas, I don't think, today. To be honest, I know what happened. I see everyone posting the kids. I still don't know the name, the shooter's name. I don't know one kid's name. I don't know anything. That's it. It's just so much destruction. Buffalo. I didn't talk about Buffalo at all, guys. I'm from New York. I didn't talk about it. Because it's just like all this destruction and, you know, that's a whole different topic with gun laws and all of that. I'm not that well versed in it. But it's just crazy to me, guys, again, that these kids think this shit is, I mean, this is, I couldn't believe this. Nice little beat. And if you want to talk about catching a body and a homie and all of that, because here's the reality of the situation. These kids are just spitting their life. Or what they've seen. Or what they're experiencing. You understand? That's all they're doing. Or it don't even have to be their life. It could be the stuff that they see. But even just being raised around that. Just seeing shootings every day. Seeing people, you become desensitized to it. These kids is 14, 15 years old, already desensitized to shooting somebody. They don't have no repercussions. No, and think that there's going to be any consequences. Because again, you got to realize the human brain isn't really even formed and to make good decisions into the 20s, I think. What is it, 24 until it's finally... So when you're putting guns in these kids' hands at 13, 12, 14, 15... crazy, guys. Oh my God, it makes me sick. All right, so let me see. I'm glad I was raised by angry Vietnam vets. Let me give everybody shout outs, man. I can't stay here too long. Tapia, shout out, Stuck in the System. Spiller the Driller. Joe, shout out. True, just like us, didn't listen to mom and pop. It's true, I didn't listen to my mom's, you know what I'm saying? I didn't. That's why me and my mom was always at odds. That's why I was always in the streets. Like literally, like, in the streets. Like my mom was on some my house, my rules. I mean, you guys heard that, right? You live in my house, so you're going to live by my rules. I ain't like to live by her rules. And you guys know the rest. Even if they listen to you, they would just end up getting offended. I know, yeah. Yeah, that's why I try to stay away from the nonsense. Phil, Chill Wills, appreciate you, man. Stuck in the System, Leonore, Fade. Shout out to everybody that was in the building, man. I want to give a shout out to St. Laz. St. Laz always gives me shout outs. I might do something with St. Laz too, guys. We've been, we just been back and forth. It's just me, to tell you the truth. I just been falling back from this shit, guys. It's just, I just feel like I almost have 3 years of this shit. And if you watch first video, second, you see the progression. But all the jewels are there. Hundreds of jewels. Naquan, well, my brother, YouTube is owned by a country that suppresses freedom of speech, promotes senseless behavior for other countries. That's a fact, man. You see what Nate said? I don't know. Can you pin that shit? I don't know if I can pin it on the iPad. I guess I can't. See what Nate said? He said YouTube is owned by a country that suppresses free speech, promotes senseless behavior. Look at that. It's crazy. It is. L. Crawford, salute. Robert Moore. I'd like to give everybody. Big Neff is in the building. What's up, my brother? Pete. Simon says, there's my UK people right there. UK in the building. Rich. That's crazy, though. Caffeine drink. Prayers for the families in Texas. Yeah, man. Prayers for the family in Texas, man. For real. You know, I mean, again, I couldn't even watch it. Like, I heard what happened. I know the kid was 18, and he actually bought the gun. I do know that, because I seen, like, Michael Rappaport. You see my guy, Michael Rappaport? He did some thing on there, you know what I'm saying? So, on IG or whatever, so I saw that you can buy a gun in Texas at 18, but to rent a car to certain people is 25? That's crazy. I'm scared every time I send my kids to school, and I shouldn't be like this. I agree. You know, but what else are we supposed to do? By law, we have to send them, right? You know? And unfortunately, we can't just keep them locked in the room. I would like it, but you know, that's just life, man. Where's the parents? Exactly. I swear to God, if I saw my kid doing this, I seen this one dude and I seen his dad, right? Like, the kid was like talking all this shit, and dad was like, "Oh, you want to be in the gang? You want to be in the gang? All right, put these boxing gloves on." And he beat the shit out of his son. Yo. He beat the shit out of his son. That's some shit I would do. But I wouldn't be. I mean, my kids, listen, anything happens, we know that. Even people raised in dual income households, you know, they're more, you know, then they want to be followers and, you know, live this other lifestyle. Like, I've seen that too. Like, people who are from straight fucking suburbs, and they're trying to live this life, and it's just like, do you understand what this life is? Do you know what this really life is? Do you know what you're signing up for with this life? Huh? I do. Yeah, because like I always say, the blueprint is there. It's there. The blueprint is there. When you sign, you're locked in. Literally. Your life is different. Your life has changed. You may be accepted in a group, but see, that's the thing. A lot of these kids, man, because a lot of times the kids get the bad rep, even though they're the ones doing it. It may sound weird what I'm saying. But like I said, when you're raised by wolves, what else do you expect, guys? What do you expect when this is all you see when you come out your house? Some of these kids, when they come out their house, it's a war zone with kids just down the block on another block. Like, you may have dudes on 167th Street beefing with dudes on 168th Street. Do you understand? Like, it's block type shit now. Gangs done changed. Like, from the 93 thing, whatever they were talking about, to now, it's a whole different structure, a whole different world. That's why a lot of the dudes got out of it, because this younger generation is different. Like King Right was talking about earlier, I seen a comment, he was talking about he's young too, but the younger generation, he said before him, they wild. Because the gang's life is a little bit different now. It used to be more structured up under certain things. Now with all the splinters and factors, it just, you don't know who's who, what. It's kind of back to being blocks and shit, especially like in certain areas like the Bronx. A lot of it is the blocks. You know, like it may just be the one block you from. You know what I'm saying? Because the housing developments, even the housing developments, they're all not unified as one thing. You got some on this side that they say are this, some on this side that are that, some on that side that are that. So not even that is unified. So, if, you know, originally this plan was to have everything unified. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. You know, and then these kids now, all they see on YouTube, right? Their IG. I was watching the YouTube because they show screenshots from IG lives. Because I've never done an IG live myself either. I don't know why. I just never have. But I was watching this YouTube video that got damn near 1 million views on YouTube. And it's about like these two drill kids I've never even heard of. Young kids from the streets beefing online. Like in the Bronx or something. I'm like, How is this getting millions of views? I said 1,000,000 views. Let me see what the fuck this is. And it's kids on YouTube Live arguing with each other. Again, I don't do YouTube Lives. IG Lives. IG Live. I don't do IG Lives. I don't know why. I was on one person's one time when I was at Killer Kev. He hit me, boom. And I went up on Killer Kev Live one time. But other than that, I've never been on a live. But it was just weird to me. These kids are beefing on live. And I'm saying to myself, I wonder if they think just them, the ops, and their gang is watching this. K-Flock and Ding cousins and beefing. Yeah, exactly. That's all part of that River Park Towers thing right there. These dudes, K-Flock is a rapper. He got arrested for something, some type of homicide or something. It's all out there. So right now he's facing murder charges. Hey, what's up, Former? And his cousin, in other words, his mother, sister's cousin, blood first cousin, is his arch enemy. They grew up together, slept together, you know what I mean? Like, grew up together, cousins, houses every day. Started claiming this, he started claiming that, however it worked, don't quote me on this. Blood cousins. Online talking about, I'm gonna kill you. And they songs talking about Auntie's, one of them was like, Auntie's gonna have a bad Christmas, meaning he's gonna kill his cousin. Like, these kids are different. They're different. They're being raised different. And unless somehow we get into these communities, unless, a lot of these organizations only come out when, a cop does something or something. What's going on here? Where's the riots? Where's the rallies? We need to be in the South Bronx. What's going on here? Right. Exactly, y'all. That's wild, me, bro. It's crazy because no cousins that's beefing too. You do too? You see what I'm saying? That's crazy. Just because they're affiliated. I knew dudes. There was this thing around my way. I'm from Queens. There was this thing around my way where dudes lived in the same building, grew up together. Baby moms babysitted each other's kid. Like, one was like on the 4th floor, one was on the 3rd. Beefing, and it eventually led to like a mother where dudes, it eventually led to somebody getting shot, robbed, something happened. And then the other side, like somebody mistaken identity, thought they was trying to get the older brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know the whole story, I just can't, you know what I mean? They were trying to get the older brother, and they shot the car up, and they shot the little brother. They didn't kill him, and they killed the mother. They thought they were trying to get the one kid, and it wasn't even him, it was the younger brother sitting in the car. And the mother, they were, like she was warming the car up, getting ready to take her son to school. But it was something maybe the older brother did, you know what I'm saying? Something like that, I don't know. Everybody good. People went to jail and all that, but again, it's, you know what I mean? I don't really divulge information because there's still people out there, you know what I'm saying? So, but people got arrested, everybody, dudes went to jail, but again, that was a crazy story where they lived in the same building, man. One was one thing, one was another, and then a war happened and a mother died. I seen somebody do a video on it. I think, What's the Numbers TV? Something like that. One of them type things where they actually did a video. They pretty much almost got it right. So it's already up here. I'm just not what it's all about anymore. Anyway, man, I just want to come up here and vent a little bit. It just bothered me when I seen these things like, when the dude's fathers who brought these kids into this life. Queso's father brought his kids into this life. And now he's going to testify against them in 2 homicides. And that was the whole moral to this whole thing from the beginning, people. It's a dirty, dirty game. It's a dirty, dirty game. And you don't want to be involved with it. People, you already know the motto, man. Experience is the greatest teacher. And somebody else's experience can be just as valuable if you pay attention and listen. On that note, people, I love you guys. Salute.